Hello everyone, I am Raja Tibilt of Earningwala and today I will discuss about the understanding emotional intelligence, what it is and why it's matter. So good day everyone, an important skill, emotional intelligence that helps us understand and manage our emotions while also recognize and responding to the emotions of others. Emotional intelligence plays a vital role in building strong relations, making decisions better, reducing stress, and achieving success in both our personal and professional lives. Unlike IQ, which means intellectual ability, the emotional intelligence focuses on how we handle emotions, communicate effectively, and works with others. By developing emotional intelligence, we can become better leader, better teammate, and more compassionate individuals. So today we will ask the ChatGPT about the emotional intelligence and what the ChatGPT thinks and how it replies. It's depend. So we will start our session today. Hello.
Hi there. How's it going?
So our topic is today is emotional intelligence. So what do you know about the emotional intelligence?
Emotional intelligence is basically the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions while also picking up on the emotions of others. So think about it like reading the room. It's not just being empathetic, but knowing how to use that awareness to communicate better, resolve conflicts, and build stronger relationships. And it's a skill that can actually be improved with practice, not just something you're born with.
Why is emotional intelligence considered just as important as IQ?
Well, emotional intelligence, or EQ, is often seen as just as important as IQ because, you know, being book smart doesn't always translate into life success. Think about it. If you can't manage stress, work with others, or stay calm in tough conversations, even a brilliant mind can struggle. EQ tends to bridge the gap between knowing and doing. You know, you might have a towering IQ, but if your EQ is low, things like teamwork, leadership, even day to day communication can get rocky. So, yeah, in the real world, EQ can tip the scales just as much as raw brain power.
What are the five main components of the emotional intelligence?
Sure. The big five are self awareness, they happen. Self regulation, so managing those emotions instead of letting them steer the wheel. Motivation, meaning using your emotions to stay, ability to sense and understand what others are feeling. And finally, social skills, the ability to interact smoothly, build networks, and navigate social complexities. Those five kind work together.
How can emotional intelligence improve communication and relationships?
Well, when you're aware of your emotions, you're less likely to react impulsively. And with empathy, you actually tune into what others are feeling, which changes how you phrase things. Instead of, say, reacting with, you're wrong, you might pause and then respond with, tell me more about how you see it. That switch makes conflicts less heated, more constructive. Over time, people start to trust that you're genuinely listening, and that makes collaboration way smoother. It's sort of like oil in a machine. Friction just drops.
So, how does the self awareness contribute to the emotional intelligence?
Mm, good one. Self awareness is like the foundation. If you can't notice what you're feeling, you can't steer it. And if you can't steer it, it kind of drives you instead. When you're tuned into, say, okay, I'm anxious or irritated right now, you can choose a strategy. Take a breath, step away, reframe instead of snapping. That awareness also helps you name what you're good at and what triggers you. So you make better decisions in the moment. Without that, the other parts of emotional intelligence don't have much to stand on.
Why is empathy an essential part of emotional intelligence?
Empathy is the piece that connects you to other people. It's more than sympathy. It's like understanding where someone is coming from emotionally, even if you don't agree with them. That little shift changes everything. Like arguments soften, teamwork clicks faster, and even difficult feedback lands better because people feel seen. Without empathy, communication can turn into just pushing information. With it, it's a genuine exchange where trust has a room to grow. That's why it's considered the heart of emotional intelligence.
What are the some practical ways to develop and strengthen emotional intelligence?
Start small. First, try keeping a quick mood journal, like jot down what you felt and what triggered it. That builds self awareness. Then, before reacting in a tough moment, breathe. Like literally 3 slow breaths before speaking. It buys you a choice. Third, practice active listening. So, paraphrase what the other person said to check you've actually got it. And honestly, asking for feedback about how you come across can be awkward, but it's huge for growth. Little by little, those habits build a much stronger emotional toolkit.
How can emotional intelligence positively impact your personal and professional success?
When you've got solid emotional intelligence, stress doesn't hijack you as easily. You bounce back quicker from setbacks, and relationships feel more cooperative than combative. At work, that shows up as better teamwork, clearer communication, smoother problem solving, and at home, fewer blowups, more genuine connection. Over time, it quietly compounds, shaping a life that's less reactive, more intentional, and, you know, honestly, more resilient. It's not flashy, but it's the difference between just dealing with life and actually thriving in it.
So it means that the emotional intelligence is a skill that can be learned and improved throughout life.
Exactly. It's not fixed. You can strengthen it with practice, like anything else. The cool part, small, consistent tweaks like pausing before reacting or naming your emotions out loud really add up over time. Think of it less like flipping a switch and more like training a muscle. So progress shows up in everyday moments, not some distant finish line.
Okay, thank you for your time, and I hope this discussion encourage you to develop your emotional intelligence every day. Thank you, ChatGPT, for your time, and thank you all the listeners who are with us.
Thanks for having me.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Yep. You too. Take care.